The world is wondering if 13 years later it's the Lehman moment, this time for China all over again. A real estate behemoth in China is on the verge of collapse, with some say the potential to bring down the world economy. The impact on the Indian markets at the beginning of the week was substantial, with 3.78 lakh crore rupees wiped off in a single day. What now? Let's take a closer look.
The health of the global economy may very well lie in this man's hands. The largest real estate company in China, Evergrande, is failing, and the world is wondering what the Chinese president will do. So what is Evergrande? It is a company with 1,300 projects underway, including the ambitious Dubai-inspired Ocean Flower Island in Hainan, China. It is also building the Emerald Bay Apartments in Hong Kong. Its pride is the 100,000-seater stadium in Guangzhou, built for its own soccer team. It has 200,000 plus employees and over 1.5 million customers. So why is Evergrande in trouble? Evergrande, the largest real estate borrower in the world, has $305 billion in debt, an amount larger than the GDP of 140 countries. Just 54% of the loans are secured. More than $80 billion are due in interest this week, which the company has said it is unable to pay. It also owes $103 billion to its suppliers and contractors. Evergrande has borrowed from 128 banks and 120 other financial institutions. It has 1,300 projects ongoing with investments of $1 trillion. Scenes like these are common in China these days. It is not only Evergrande which is teetering under the central bank's crackdown on easy loans to the real estate sector. Analysts say the company could be too big to fail, and the Chinese government is likely to step in.
I think we can only take a guess in this moment. We can maybe there is some of the hints for the case of its peers like China Fortune Land Development, which have suffered in a similar situation. I think Chinese government would give a little bit help in both homeowners and investors.
This is what Indian investors are hoping for, but preparations are being made for the worst. There is fear among top honchos in India that Evergrande crisis could turn into a tsunami of bad news. On Monday, as the news of Evergrande broke, steel shares in India had plunged 6.8%. Commodities and mining companies took a hit as well, with fears that the Evergrande fiasco could result in credit crunch in China, a phenomenon which could push the entire global economy into a slowdown.
Indian markets will be restful for a while. We have run up so fast. Valuations are stratospheric at this point of time until some major inflow comes, which is unlikely at this point of time in the US. Therefore, market will run range bound and little bit in the correction mode because it's heavily dependent on how the US market is working.
While the government is trying to nudge some excitement into the markets ahead of the festive season, traders are focusing on the US Federal Reserve announcement on Wednesday. Any hint of an economic tapering could turn markets bearish in the short term. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.